In no other sport does the sound of one man's voice better represent the league that he broadcasts than John Madden. After all, Doc Emmerich never appeared in a movie, and Marv Albert didn't have his name on an iconic video game series. And really the only thing better in terms of vocally symbolizing the game in which he called was John Madden combined with Pat Summerall. Madden and Summerall called some of the biggest games, and specifically the biggest games in the National Football Conference for the better part of 2 decades. They were in the booth for Montana's first Super Bowl.
And Cooper scores for San Francisco from Montana.
And for Parcells' first.
Obligatory victory bucket. Parcells is looking for him. He doesn't know who he is. Who is that guy?
And for Favre's first.
Here's Favre. Antonio Freeman. They're not going to catch him.
They called Elway's last.
Quarterback draw. Close. Touchdown.
Their voices were at the foundation of the greatest dynasty the NFL has ever seen.
I'll tell you, what Tom Brady just did gives me goosebumps.
In what was ultimately the last game they ever did together.
And the Patriots have won Super Bowl 36. Unbelievable.
In fact, nobody prognosticated the Patriots' dominance better than John Madden.
This guy is a very good coach. I mean, you can't say, okay, the guy in his second year, this guy's making Joe Montana, who's a Hall of Famer. And just the way, I mean, he's not struggling. I mean, he's not, bouncing around there and his feet going. I mean, he's just back there and calm and reading and getting rid of the ball. And that part of him reminds me of Joe Montana.
The only thing John Madden couldn't do in football was call the Pro Bowl because the bus couldn't get to Honolulu. He had the knowledge of Dan Orlovsky, but was as fun as Chris Berman.
And he could go all the way.
Keyshawn Johnson, 7-0 Jets.
Madden and Summerall were a large part of the soundtrack for America's team and one of the greatest rivalries in the history of the NFL.
An absolute gorgeous day as you look at 3Com Park packed for the match with the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's Aikman pumping and going deep. And Sanders intercepts. Here's Emmitt Smith. Touchdown, Cowboys.
There were few things better than watching a big NFC game on Fox with Madden and Summerall on the call.
He just gets good position right there, and Kurt Warner makes a perfect throw.
Nobody made Thanksgiving dinner taste better than Madden and Summerall.
He's got Moss, and there's a flag on the play, and Moss has caught the pass, and it's in the end zone anyway. Touchdown.
I want to talk to John Madden, Pat Summerall. That's what I want.
You got him.
Hey, yo, what's up top, fellas?
You're up on top when you make catches
man,
like that.
Hey, y'all know I put on the show for y'all 2 old heads, man.
And nobody broke it down like them either.
Well, I mean, guys just miss him. But, I mean, he sees everything. He knows what everyone's doing. He had a straight arm there on Marty Carter. And watch how he waits there. There's patience.
Madden spent the twilight of his career calling games with Al Michaels.
Roger Biamilla has control of it. He has containment. He has everything. Michael Vick just makes it, straightens out his face mask, gets his helmet back on right, and then goes back the other way.
And while Summerall, Madden, and Michaels all became icons within their industry,
Fires up the middle. Pass is caught by Owens. Owens made the catch.
the legend of the former coach and kicker went beyond that.
And there's the Dirty Birds. They do that Dirty Bird whether they're home or on the road.
Madden and Summerall were football.
So he has one helmet that he wears for defense, one helmet that he wears for offense, but if he punt returns, it's interesting, he uses his defensive helmet.
And some 20-plus years later, have achieved something that is typically reserved for all Madden all-time elite quarterbacks and coaches only.
Boom!
Absolute irreplaceability.